The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com.
William, you're coping with some panic and anxiety?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me what's going on.
I've been going through them about a month and a half now. I don't feel myself. I'm always, scared of social events. For a primary example, I went to my mom's birthday party in November.
Yeah.
And I started feeling real irrational, real scared, unsafe. Just scared of dying, feeling my heart was racing, sweating, tingling in my upper and lower extremities.
Okay.
And I just seem not to, get that feeling out of my mind. And I just, thought I would call you and if you would have some type of coaching tips that, would make me relax during my day and go with my day. I technically lost my job.
Okay.
And I'm always scared. I never want to be alone at home. I always have to be around somebody.
What do you think will happen? What do you
think?
Yeah, go ahead. When you say you need to have someone around, what are you fearful will happen?
I'm going to die.
And you're going to die of what?
Just wake up one morning and not be here. It's just the feeling, I don't know, die of what? Just the fear of dying.
Okay, so notice there's some vagueness there, William, that you don't know what you're going to die of. It's not like you're telling yourself, oh my gosh, I know, like for me, I know I have high cholesterol, and if I worried about dying of a heart attack or something, there's a little basis to it. I have pretty high cholesterol, but I don't spend my life worrying about it. I do want to tell you that. But I do eat better. So if things are very vague, if they're floating, you need to nail down your fear. And I'm hearing two separate fears, that you have two different categories of fear, and you can tell me if these are close to it. The first fear is fear of social events.
Yeah.
And what happened at Mom's birthday party that made you anxious?
Just, it was real crowded. I'm sorry, I'm getting upset. Just like going through what I go through.
Yeah. What thoughts went through your mind?
Just a lot of things, like just people in generosity, being around them, not knowing who they are, and
are you worried that they'll make negative judgments of you? Or
no, just it's kind of hard to explain. Like I said, I was feeling fine during that day, and then the minute I sit down and get seated with my family, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And
okay.
I never understood why.
Okay, there's where you want to start. I love the detective work of psychology. You can figure out why. When you said the word ton of bricks, if that ton of bricks could talk, what would it say?
Heal me. I mean,
it would say what?
I'm not like social with my family, or I'm just not myself, doctor. And
okay.
And I've always been a humorous, just outgoing, very successful person, and
Okay, did this happen after?
Hurt me inside.
Did it happen after you lost your job, William?
No, ma'am. It happened during when I had my job.
Okay, so you want to figure out when the transition was from being an outgoing, happy-go-lucky person, comfortable with your family, something changed. And that's the detective work. The question to ask yourself privately, you don't have to do it now, is what changed that made me go from feeling confident and at ease with people to feeling insecure? Did someone make fun of me, or did I feel inadequate, or did I say something wrong, or is there pressure on me? Family events bring up a lot of history. I recently went to my mom's birthday party, and guess what I felt?
Anxious?
Yeah, with all the skills that I have, I felt anxious, but I knew why I was anxious, and that's the gift you want to give yourself. That's called introspective work, asking yourself a series of questions, lovingly asking yourself. You're not grilling yourself. It's just saying, I wonder what changed. When did I feel comfortable? When did that seem to change? Who do I feel most comfortable around in my family? Who do I feel least comfortable around? What
right.
was? Yeah, did that trigger something when I said that?
I love my family dearly. I love my fiance dearly, but it's just, I've never experienced this, so it scares me in the way I feel when I get it, and I don't know how to control myself and cope with it.
You do need to figure out what the thought was that triggered it. Then, let me tell you the second part. Remember I said I'm hearing two separate things? The first one is fearful of social events, your mother's birthday party, being around people. It's good news that it's relatively new to you, because that means you already know how to be comfortable around people. You need to get yourself back. The second is
Hey, I got to interrupt this because we've got to pay some bills. 30 seconds. That's it. A very quick ad, and then Ellen will be back.
Romance. I wish I knew more about what girls want from a relationship. Boy, I wish I knew more about what I want. Where's that ad I saw? Here it is. The Selfish Path to Romance, a serious romance guidebook. Download Chapter 1 for free at selfishromance.com and buy it at amazon.com. The Selfish Path to Romance. That is interesting.
The second is your fear of the anxiety itself, and you're figuring out that you're thinking that you're going to die because you had a panic attack. You had tingling. Let me tell you what a panic attack is. A panic attack sounds so scary, but if you don't know what it is, it's just your own body. If someone came up to me, William, and said, "Boo," it would trigger my anxiety. It would trigger me to feel maybe tingling in my fingers and maybe rapid breathing. I would be scared for a minute.
Right.
That's what panic attack is. But you're scaring yourself with a thought, oh my God, maybe I'm dying. Oh my God, people
or
have...
getting another one. I
Right.
always fear
People,
another one.
I know we're winding down with time. People have 4 separate ideas. 4 different, really critical ideas that are way off base when they're having a panic attack. Assuming they have a clean bill of health. They fear they're dying. They fear they're going crazy. They fear they're having a heart attack, or they fear they're going to embarrass themselves in public. And of course, they fear having another panic attack. And it makes them continually anxious. What I'm going to recommend to you, you're not going to die with a panic attack. Once you realize that, you can learn relaxation techniques. You can get the book, When Panic Attacks. And if you hold on, I'll talk with you during the break.
And here's a little more from Dr. Kenner.
I came here to say that I do not recognize anyone's right to 1 minute of my life, nor to any part of my energy, nor to any achievement of mine, no matter who makes the claim.
And that is from The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand, and that's the movie. And when I first heard that quote, I thought, he's got to be kidding. I owe my life to everyone, my parents, my friends, And then I had to start thinking about that. Do my parents really own me? I do whatever they want? And do my friends own me? I do whatever their desires are. I eat where they want to eat. I dress the way they want me to dress. Or am I my own person with wonderful friendships and good family relationships, but having my own mind? And it took me a while to think about that and untangle it and realize that this is genuinely my life. And I have wonderful friends that I reach out to. I have family members whom I adore to pieces. And yet it is my life, and they own their lives. I don't have any right to guilt them into anything. You should be doing this for me. I'm your mother. Why don't you call me more often? My kids' lives are their own. My life is my own. Is your life your own, or do you feel you are in hock to everyone around you, and you can never please everyone? You can't. So what emotion do you usually feel? Doubt, guilt. You don't know if you've pleased them enough. Nothing's ever good enough. If you're in that trap, think again.
For more Dr. Kenner podcast, go to drkenner.com and please listen to this ad. Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by clinical psychologist Ellen Kenner and co-authored Edwin Locke.
Since you and your partner, despite differences, have values and ideas in common, there is often a natural assumption that your partner should be able to read your mind and thus always know what you are feeling, thinking, or wanting. Rather than expecting your partner to be a mind reader, Communicate what is on your mind directly and assertively while avoiding an attack on your partner's character. Actively seek more information to better understand each other. Anytime you feel frustration or resentment toward your partner over an issue, don't let the feeling fester. Bring the issue up tactfully and discuss it. If you've had a lifetime fear of openly expressing your feelings, wants, and desires, consider professional help.
You can download Chapter 1 for free by going to drkenner.com and buy it at amazon.com.